innovation, resilience, agility. It's how Michigan businesses work together and continue to build the future. Our expertise, talented workforce, and collaborative environment are making a difference now and shaping the future. Join us and make your mark where it matters. Visit michiganbusiness.org/radio to put your plans in motion. That's michiganbusiness.org/radio.
Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your driver's license is important so you can get back and forth to work, get your kids to school, and back and forth to daycare. If your license has been suspended because you can't pay your tickets, you can't do any of those things. Let's talk about Chapter 13 bankruptcy. You may have heard that tickets cannot be discharged, but they can be dealt with in a Chapter 13 case. Why not come in for a free consultation? The chapter you choose will make all the difference to your getting back legally on the road. Let's design a plan to pay off your tickets and restore your license immediately. I'm attorney Travis Gagne. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle.
KISW presents the KISW Financial Advisor. Here to talk money, please welcome Todd. I invented numbers, so I know how this stuff works. Peach.
That's right. Todd Peach from BECU.org. And Todd knows a lot of stuff. If you have a question, anything about money, finances, whatever, give us a call now at 206-421-ROCK. You can also text us at 77999. And why, Todd? Why is he the guy we bring in to answer your money questions? Well, Todd, for a quarter of a century, has been doing stuff in the financial services industry. A variety of positions in both consumer and business lending, and does know his stuff. And, of course, BECU, being a credit union, Todd's a good person because it's all about the members, not all about profit.
That's right. You own it, BJ.
I do own it, Todd, and you know what? We've had a great time as long as you do what you're supposed to do.
I've made my share of mistakes that I'm willing to share. So.
Oh, yeah. But that is a cool thing because really, a lot of folks don't realize you can do almost anything, if not everything, a regular bank can do, if you will, or a traditional bank, whereas a credit union, you guys have ATMs, you got all sorts of services, a lot of free financial information services.
Yeah, I don't know of anything that a credit union really doesn't have that a traditional bank has, and in most cases more from a financial education perspective and empowering the membership to make those decisions to get them where they want to go.
And because a credit union is owned by the members, you guys really do care about the people because we're all members, we're all people, we're all owners, and so really there's nobody going, hey, I'm going to make money for me, the heck with everybody else.
No, that's the core is what in our decision making is how is this best for the member and the membership, not how can we make the most money.
So if you got a question for Todd Peach from BECU.org, 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999.
Very important question, especially with what's going on right now in today's climate. What would Todd do as a financial guru if he were to win the lotto or get an inheritance, large amount of money or whatever?
Isn't like the power thing 800 and some million or something, right?
The Mega Millions is 800 something million, and then I think the Powerball is like 300 million, which really, why even bother, right?
Yeah, exactly.
I don't want that. It's a good
waste of time.
First thing, Todd, here's the question. Because if it ever happens to us, but there's lump sum and then or just take the payment. Yeah. So what do you do? Is it based on age when it comes to take the lump sum or the payments or even an interest situation?
If I'm BJ, take the lump sum, right?
Yeah.
1 foot out the door.
Yeah, I'm taking my money and running, man. No, I'm just kidding. You'd have to run the numbers. It's based upon your age, certainly, I guess to a degree, but also what can you do with the money and the current tax situation that you're going to be in. So you would just present value. What if I took that money? Is it okay? If it's 800 million, maybe it's 400 out of the bank. And if I took that out over the years, but if you don't take the lump sum, you're going to rely on, okay, what are taxes going to be in 5 years, 10 years, right? Is it going to go up or down?
Oh, yeah.
Right. So you just have to make some assumptions, run some numbers and make the decision. I think most people probably take the lump sum, especially if it's 800 million. And be done with it, and then invest it and do what you want to do.
So, Todd, is there anything crazy you would do, and what percentage would you use to do that crazy?
Oh gosh, I haven't even thought about that. This is like, I think the first thing I would do would be nothing. I would do nothing. I would set it there. I would do nothing.
Just look at it.
Yeah.
I order everything on pay-per-view.
See, this is why Steve should never win anything.
Just to see how much it costs me on my cable bill.
And I'd probably buy my mom's house for her. I think probably the first thing out of the gate, make sure she's all good. And, then nothing. I wouldn't change. I wouldn't. I'm good.
And do you think
I would change? Yeah. I guarantee it.
Yeah, Steve would change.
I mean, I probably would, right? Yeah. But I would not. Honestly, I would wait 6 months, a year before I did anything.
I'd pull like a Justin Bieber and have someone in my entourage carry me on their shoulders as I checked out the Great Wall of China.
Perfect. Yeah.
I might even just do that at Wild Waves.
Yeah, you're
that guy. Yeah, just be that guy.
You will be that guy. Everybody will know.
And I want the guy to be a small person.
Oh, that's going to carry you?
So that way when I'm sitting on his shoulders, it's like my feet are almost touching the ground. So it's just even more ridiculous.
Wow.
So did you buy a ticket?
Buy a ticket?
I'm not going to win because I don't.
Oh, I thought you meant to buy a ticket at Wild Waves.
No.
I got to find this small person that can hold my weight.
Yeah, I think you can do that without actually hitting the lottery. I think you can find both.
I have not bought a ticket yet. I'm thinking about it, though.
So I don't buy tickets, so I won't be that person you're talking about.
Yeah.
So I don't have to worry about it.
My wife always gives me a hard time saying, you're not going to win. I'm like, well, what if I do? I can't find out until I try. It's that false hope, man.
Yeah, I know. What's the worst thing is especially if you have numbers you'd play. If you do the random, that you don't know if you would have won because you never got the ticket. But if you have a set of numbers that you like to play and they show up, I mean, you'd be like,
maybe that's what I need to start doing. I'm too lazy to even type in numbers. I just do random because I just want to get in and get out. But this is a big life decision. I mean, $800 million is nothing to sneeze at.
I agree with you. You should come up with some numbers. I don't know how you're going to get them, but come up with them.
I'll do all of your ages.
And birthdays.
Yeah, that's what my mom does. And if she wins with my birthday, she gives me a cut.
Yeah. Oh, I like that idea. Mm-hmm. All right, so if we win with our ages and or birthdays, will you give us a cut?
No.
Okay, well, let's hope your mom wins. Wait, no, you still get something if she wins. Never mind.
Steve's at least consistent with that.
Yeah, he is. All right, let's go to Kyle. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999 if you have a question for Todd Peach from BECU. Kyle, you are on the Rock.
Hi.
Hi, Kyle. You're on with Todd. What question do you have for him?
So I just turned 18, and I was wondering what could I do to start building some credit?
Wow, great question, Kyle.
This is the most responsible 18-year-old that's ever called to our show.
It's a good thing, too, Todd, because I just had to buy, the Joey D's had to get a new car since he totaled his other one. And
you bought it for him?
Well, I had to co-sign, because he still, it's funny, and he's got a credit card and he hasn't done anything, he doesn't have a lot of credit, but he's got the credit card and he hasn't done anything to have bad credit, still not able to get the best rate by himself, and he's almost 30. So what does a guy like Kyle do, or is he going to always have to co-sign to get a car with somebody who's got better credit? How does he go about that himself?
So Kyle, do you have like a parent or somebody that could, as BJ said, co-sign on a credit card for you?
Well, yeah, but I already have a car. So.
You already have a credit card?
Here's a car.
No, a car.
Okay. But you so you have a car and you have a loan on that then?
No, eBay.
Oh, so you just went and got it and paid cash.
Okay.
How much did it cost on eBay to buy a car? How much did you pay?
I got an Outback for $1,700.
All right, good for you, buddy.
Cool. So you don't have a loan, you don't have any debt whatsoever, right?
Nope.
Okay, so that's awesome. Keep it up. Make it always be that way. But the first thing I would probably do is get a mainstream credit card, Visa, MasterCard. You're probably out of the gate is going to have somebody, like BJ said, co-sign for that card because you don't have any credit whatsoever.
BJ, would you be willing to co-sign? For
Kyle?
Yes.
Oh, sure. Yeah, sure.
But the good news is that if you co-sign and if you do it responsibly, in a few years you'll be off on your own. So it'll build fairly quickly. The two most things you have to be important. Two most important things are make sure you make your payments every month on time. That's over a third, 35% of your credit score, and keep the balance relative to your credit limit below 10%. Worst case below 30%, but best case scenario below 10%. So if you get $1,000 credit limit, make sure that statement when it comes in the mail shows no more than $100, and make sure you pay it off every month.
Yeah, would you please tell Sarah that, because she was doing it for a while, Todd. She's afraid to use her credit card, and I tell her if she doesn't use it, she's not going to get any credit. So would you tell Sarah, please spend 10%?
Yeah, or just buy a little gas, or go to the gas station and $30 and pay
she's terrified. She's terrified.
Yeah, she's afraid someone's going to come knock on her door and steal her or something.
I don't know why she's afraid that she won't be able to pay it off, even though it's like you only put, like you said, gas on there. Come on.
And then on the flip side, could you tell Steve to stop maxing out his credit card?
Yeah, would you please do that?
So what I'll do is I'll just send money, so I'll actually have a negative balance, and then I'll.
Isn't that crazy that we have to do that? Because you taught me that. I do that myself.
Yeah. So they owe me money, right? But then I make that payment, and then it's back. But then it's showing that payment and that history, so it's building positive behavior. So
yeah, and it looks like when it comes to getting a car, I think it's easier to get a house, isn't it, Todd? Is it because of depreciation or whatever? I feel like a person has an easier time being able to get a house by themselves than a car for the first time.
No, I mean I don't know about the same. I mean, they're both collateral. So
at the end of the day, you can leave with a car. I don't know if at the end of the day you're not going to leave with a house.
Well, but I know a house appreciates, whereas as soon as a car goes off the lot, it depreciates. So 100%. Maybe that's why it's a little bit more difficult.
The interest rate is a little bit higher on an auto loan too.
Yeah. So you got that going for you. So I was very surprised. I thought for sure Joey D's be able to do it, or at least he could, but he couldn't get the best interest rate. So that's as a parent, I guess you're going to know.
Yeah, we have to look at why that is.
Because he knows his insane gambling habit.
Oh, there is that. Let's go to Chris in 5. Chris, you are on with Todd Peach from BECU.org. Go ahead, Chris.
What's going on, fellas?
Not too much, buddy. Chris. What you got?
All right. Well, I want to know if it was better to put extra money in the principal of my house or get a Roth IRA.
How old are you?
54.
Okay. How much retirement savings do you have?
Right now, I have about $30,000 in the bank.
Okay, in retirement?
No, just in the bank. I don't have anything in retirement right now, but I do get a retirement.
Okay.
That's a little tough.
We're a little behind on the retirement side of the house.
I just saw a woman live till she was 129. So
so he's fine.
It's really not that.
This is a really good question.
You going to work till you're 129?
Yeah. Maybe till 110.
Okay.
This is a very interesting question, Todd, because when it comes to Roth as opposed to traditional IRA, your age does make a difference. So everybody thinks, I should go Roth. But at 57 years old, is that the right kind of IRA for this guy?
A lot of it, too, depends on his income. How much money he's making, what that tax savings would be. If you're to go with the traditional and have that tax deduction. I guess. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Well, I know that you could take it out at 59 and a half, but I'm only a few years away.
Yep.
Would it be just better to just take extra money and put it in my principal and pay my house off sooner?
Well, I mean, but you don't. But how are you going to live in retirement if you don't have any retirement savings today?
Right.
And so I guess, how much do you owe on your house? What's the principal left?
I bought it like 5 years ago. So I've been paying extra ever since.
Yeah.
I've been making an extra payment a year to knock off, 9 or 10 years or whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
And probably within the next 5 years, my dad's probably not going to live that much longer. So I'll probably get, quite a bit amount of money, which I can just pay off my house. But anything can happen. So I just kind of want to plan for the future and want to be able to retire at least 62 or 65.
Oh, man, dude. That's, again, Todd, at 57 years old, to think in 5 years, I don't know how much his dad's going to leave him, but 5 years to be able to retire when you have nothing right now.
Mm-hmm. Powerball's at $800 million, man. You just never know what's going to happen.
I don't know how much dad's going to leave, but how much would you, Todd, let's just say you make $50,000 a year. Mm-hmm. What do you think you need at 65 years old to retire? Like, how much money do you think you need? Or maybe, I don't know, it depends on what you might think you might need to live on. I guess that's it, right?
Well, a rule of thumb is 4% withdrawal, so you don't outlive it, right? So that's if you have $1 million, that's $40,000 a year.
Okay,
so do the math.
Holy, so you got to have at least $1 million in there in order to do 40 grand a year.
Unless you have a pension and other things, right? But if you're just looking at just a Roth or a 401k, rule of thumb again is about 4%, 3 to 4% withdrawal rate. That way you won't outlive it.
What about but people might have to invade that principle even more. Is what they might.
Then you run the risk of outliving your money, right?
Damn.
So I guess my recommendation would be email me, sit down, talk to somebody. Let's take a look at where you're at today, and let's project out what that's going to look like in 4 years, 5 years, 6 years, and make that decision. But you're probably going to want to start to putting some of that money, whether into the traditional or a Roth.
Yeah,
and you're going to probably need more than what you're thinking.
And look, if you, Chris, if you have any more questions, or if anybody has any more questions, if you didn't get through today because our time is up, you can always email Todd. Just go to KISW.com, and if you scroll down, you'll see the banner with Todd's smiling face, and he will answer any question he possibly can for you via email.
I know we got to run, but we have a very time-sensitive text.
Okay.
So I just got to throw it out there before we forget. This person says, Todd, are you a pumpkin flavor guy? And if so, what are you a fan of having pumpkin flavored?
Oh, this is very time-sensitive. I'm glad you slipped this in.
No.
No pumpkin spice coffee?
I'm plain Jane.
Yeah. What about pumpkin-filled raviolis?
No.
Wow. Look at Danny's decided he's no longer doing business with Todd.
I can't with you, Todd. Sorry.
Yeah. You might want to change banks now, Danny.
I was going to, yep.
Yeah. I had no idea that was going to be the line.
Lost this one.
Wow.
See, I respect
Are you
Todd
a
for
pumpkin fan?
No, except for ravioli, I am.
Okay.
And seeds.
They'd be like, no, but I mean, I don't like pumpkin spice like lattes.
Oh, okay.
Pumpkin
Did you
flavor.
hear like how many calories and how much sugar is in those things?
Don't tell Danny. He doesn't want
It's
to know.
all deliciousness, Todd.
Yeah.
But is it good for your credit score, though, all those calories?
Yeah, that's
what we
important.
need to know. What is it, the latest one? Pumpkin flavored chicken
Buffalo
wings. At Buffalo Wild Wings.
Yeah.
Really?
I don't know. I'm willing to try it because it's chicken wings, but I don't think it's going to be as awesome as the Asian Zing.
Is that a chicken wing or is that some sort of Urban Dictionary thing? I'm not sure. What are we talking about here, Steve?
Both.
All right. Well, listen, man. Todd and the great folks from BECU are they're really something. And you can join, by the way. Yeah, if you just live, work, or attend school here in Washington State, you are indeed eligible to join BECU. Just go to becu.org. And again, you want to ask a question of Todd, email him. Just go to KISW.com, click on the banner with Todd's face, and you'll see what's up. Todd, good to see you, buddy.
Thanks, BJ.
Here's a question. What happens when someone goes on social media to confront a friend about not being invited to a party? It's another edition of Facebook Drama. You're going to hear it at 8:17 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle.
Now it's time for Facebook Drama.
And BJ, this is once again our opportunity to point out the morons that are on Facebook. This is an actual Facebook post. The drama unfolds because of it. And yep, we're acting it out. This time around, BJ, you'll be playing the role of Brandy.
Nice.
Rev, you'll be Tammy.
Sweet.
Vicky, you'll be Kaylee.
Woo!
I'll be Lainey. Not Laney's, Kaylee's, Brandy's, Tammy's. And then Sarah, you'll be Justin.
Oh, hey.
You know what? I'm Brandy because I would make a good wife. And I'm a fine girl. You know the song, Steve? Oh,
No.
wow.
Brandy,
You're a fine
good
girl.
wife.
What a good wife you'd be. The Looking Glass. You don't know that song?
No.
Wow.
No
It's
idea.
from
Is that like an Urban Dictionary
Vicky,
thing,
you
The
know
Looking
this.
Glass?
I think it's on the Guardians of the Galaxy soundtrack somewhere.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, you know this song.
Oh.
Yeah, you
Who's
know
it by?
The Looking Glass.
Oh.
Yeah. Brandy, you're a fine girl.
Oh, yeah. You're a fine girl.
Oh, it's in the second movie. Okay.
Yeah.
Kurt Russell sang it.
Hey, we're doing Facebook Drama once again. This is our
Good job.
Yeah, sorry about that.
All right, so once again, the original poster is Brandy. So, BJ, please take it away.
I had so much fun at Tammy's birthday last night. I may not feel the greatest this morning, but it was so worth it.
Yay! I'm so happy you were able to make it out.
I had a blast too, even if I did lose my shoe. Ha ha ha.
I'm glad you guys had a great time, but I have to ask, why wasn't I invited? I forgot you lost your shoe, Kaylee. LOL, that cracked me the F up.
Yeah, I don't really remember where I lost it either. Maybe in the Uber? Who knows? Ha ha.
I'm sorry you lost your shoe, Kaylee, but why isn't anyone answering my question? Why wasn't I told about this celebration? I would have totally come.
I think the birthday girl Tammy should be the one to answer that since it was her birthday.
Do you guys not like me anymore? Am I not pretty enough? Funny enough? What is it?
An hour passes. Hello? Hello? Tammy, are you going to answer me? I know where you live now. I can come over and demand an answer.
No, Lainey, please do not come over. My answer is yes to everything you said, and normally I would still invite you, but all my friends think you're annoying as well, so I just couldn't.
Did you just tell your friend that she's not pretty or funny enough to hang out with?
Yeah, but I would still hang out with her. My other friends think she's annoying as well, and that's why I didn't invite her.
Damn, girls are effing mean to each other. Hashtag glad I'm a dude.
Yeah, that's straight out of Mean Girls, man. Wow. I mean, you don't have to say yes to everything the woman said. Just say you're annoying. It doesn't mean you're not, pretty.
I don't know what that would be like. I couldn't imagine doing that. And I just wouldn't have friends like that, so I guess I don't have to worry about that.
Yeah, girls can, girls sit there and talk about emotional abuse, but boy, they can really also dish out that emotional abuse. That was beatings.
How awful is this Lainey chick that nobody wants her at the party?
Well, you did a great impression of her, Steve, because the way you sounded, I wouldn't want you at my party.
Oh, come on. Am I not pretty enough?
No, you're really not.
Funny enough?
No, not at all.
Do you guys not like me anymore?
I wonder why they think she's annoying.
Yeah.
I don't understand what what answer are you hoping to get by throwing that out there? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh no, honey, we totally forgot. You are so pretty. We're so sorry. That's what she's hoping for.
Yeah, even though she knows
deep down she knows that's not the truth.
It's true. She's basically saying, God, you guys suck. You just cut me out of your life. Yep. And that's really, and she's confronting him about that. And well, at least Tammy admitted it. Yep, we've cut you out. Gosh. And this is why we have wars, Steve.
Oh, because of Lainey?
Yeah, because of Lainey. Oh, by the way, I got to thank Shannon for sending us this audio. Early this morning, we were talking about how we have never been at a fast food place where the number 69 was called.
Yes.
And apparently there's an Instagram video that was shared by a group of people who were reacting at a McDonald's because indeed, at that time, at that Mickey D's, Lucky 69 was called.
56!
All right. Well, there you go. It's true. It happens.
Brings everybody together. I'm looking at the Instagram video, and it's tagged by saying, proud to say I witnessed this moment. And then they continue to write, proud to say I didn't need the volume on to know what was going on here. Yeah, you watch this video. You don't need to even... There's a group of dudes just pumping their fists in the air like, yeah, 69.
That's awesome.
Can we hear that again? That was fantastic.
Yeah, this is great. And again, thanks to Shannon for sending us this audio.
56!
Even the girls like it.
Oh, they sure do. I mean, again, it's so much fun to have fun with each other where we can all just agree.
Dude, it looks like bedlam at this McDonald's. I got to imagine this is later in the evening.
Yeah, it's packed.
A lot of people in there.
It is packed. That's a hopping joint, that McDonald's.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, of course, late night Mickey D's. Is there anything better than that?
The only time it stinks is like the drive-thru's not open. And you get mad because you actually have to park your car and go inside and buy food.
I'm usually in a state where I don't mind because I'm not driving.
Yeah.
Because I'm not. I mean, if I'm at a McDonald's late at night or any kind of late night place, I don't mind going in because I'm trashed and somehow the lights wake me up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But I see what you mean. But if you are in the mood to be just driving through, yeah, there's nothing worse than you go, really? I got to get out of the car.
It just shows how lazy we are.
Yeah. Facebook is working on a camera-equipped device that's going to sit on top of your TV and allow users to make video calls and stream video from their sets. Do we want this?
No. Now people can see us rolling our eyes when we read their Facebook posts.
Yeah, I feel like, we all thought that video chat was going to be a great thing, and I know we do use it, but there's times where I do not want people to see my face. Because whatever, I'm not dressed or whatever, and an audio conversation's enough.
I don't have any reason to ever use video calling. I know that it makes sense for someone like Danny because he's got his daughter he wants to talk to. And I would imagine being able to see each other is a nice thing. But like for me, I don't want to see you guys when I call you. And you definitely don't want to see me when I'm calling you guys.
And my wife and I thought we would use, FaceTime or whatever, Skype a lot more. Well, part of it is she doesn't know how to. So it's like I'm always looking at her knee. She just doesn't know how to aim the camera right. She doesn't know what. She just doesn't.
Maybe
know
she
what
thinks that's her sexiest part.
Maybe she does.
Trying to get you all riled up.
So I don't know. Maybe
Look at my knee.
Yeah, here's my knee. I mean, it really is. It's just like I go, honey, never mind. I'll just call you on the phone. I mean, I don't know why you don't know how to figure this out, but I show her every time.
I know this guy, and he was having a long distance relationship, and they would watch TV together via Skype.
Oh, really?
And so they would just sit there and watch TV and look at each other. And I was just like, man.
Is that the same person I know?
I don't know, possibly.
Oh, I was going to say, because there's somebody in my life that did that all the time with his long distance relationship. They would, like, when I'd knock on the door to go in, I could hear, all right, and 1, 2, 3, and they'd pause at the exact same time because they would watch Netflix together.
God. Wow.
So they were watching at the exact same second.
I mean, I do like to watch shows with my wife, so I mean, I don't think it's that crazy. I think it's a lot. It's involved, but I don't know if it's crazy if I don't mind getting, like doing all the BS to do it.
But I like watching shows with my wife when like we're on the couch and like kind of cuddling, holding each other. Like, what do you hold a pillow and put the iPad on the pillow and be like, oh yeah, I'm holding you, baby, a little extra squishy tonight.
They got those big old body pillows. You could just get one with your wife's face on it, and it would be good.
No, you just came up with another $1 million idea that I'm not going to follow through on.
Yeah.
Get one of those stupid body pillows, but have an attachment that you can hook up an iPad onto the head.
Oh yeah.
You know somebody will do it.
Oh yeah, not you.
That makes cyber sex really weird.
Yeah, it sure does.
Oh dear.
Now you're talking about a whole kind of pillow. That's a whole different thing you're talking about.
I mean, but when you're in a long distance relationship, you got to do what you got to do. Like, to find that connection and comfort if you're trying to make it work, I guess.
I guess if you're willing to do phone sex and even video chatting sex, I suppose watching a TV show together is... though at that point, I would just rather watch the show and then talk to my wife about it later. I just watch it by myself.
Yeah, that way you don't have to hit pause. Like, sometimes, I don't know about you, but when you're with a significant other with somebody and you're watching a show, somebody starts talking, and you're just like, well, I don't know what's going on in this show now.
Yeah.
With FaceTime or with Skype, it's a lot more invasive, I'd imagine.
But if the camera's on your TV, it might make it easier.
Or you could just mute the person, so if they're talking too much, they have no idea.
Hadn't thought about that. Boy, that's something
that's actually a lot better.
We need a mute device just for anybody in our life, and I think people would want one for me as well.
So he says military couples do that during deployments. Watch movies together via FaceTime or Skype.
Okay, Steve, maybe it's not that crazy of an idea. I think the younger you are, the more this seems like a good idea because you're just so pining for each other. Then the older you get, like we've been married for 33 years. Mm-hmm. It's not that big of a deal if I don't see her. When I'm talking to her is what I'm saying. I talk to her, but it's not that big of a deal if I don't see her because it just seems like a lot of work.
Yeah.
There's a whole industry for long distance couples. There's one where it's a pillow, you wear a bracelet, and then you put this little device under your pillow so you can feel the heartbeat of the other person.
Oh, that's weird.
Right?
God, it sounds like the makings of a stupid dashboard confessional song.
Tell us what you really think, Steve.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Yeah.
The Apple Watch does that too.
What?
Where you can send each other your heartbeat.
Really?
Yeah.
I know when my wife works out, it'll say my wife finished her workout.
Yeah.
On my phone. And I'm like, that's great. Thanks for the pressure.
Wow, that's not. Yeah, that really is a lot of pressure. You mean your wife gives you workout updates on your
You could have it set up like if you want to have competitions with friends.
Oh.
And you can have I know when my wife works out or my cousin works out, I'll get these little alerts that say, and they get mad because I'll wear this when I play drums for church. And I just crush it on the amount of steps because the watch thinks I'm moving.
Oh.
I'm just playing the drums, and so it's like you just hit 400% of your usual day.
Yeah.
And they always get pissed at me because I just crush it on Saturdays.
That's awesome.
Well, what do you do? Does it kind of track steps when you're kind of by yourself?
I don't wear my watch by myself. That's just ridiculous.
Well, I don't know. That's why I'm asking.
Oh, is this a sex thing again?
Yes.
Yeah, I went down that road.
Oh, Vicky with a sex question?
I was curious.
No,
surprising.
I take everything off.
Okay.
Hey now.
No, I mean shoes and iPhones and
there's people
watches.
that consider sexy stuff as a workout, so I was wondering if you would count those steps as well.
I know. I'm just shocked that you asked a question that's about sex. You never do that. You're really growing. You're stepping out.
Hey.
So this project is called Ripley, or at least internally they're calling it Ripley, and it uses the same core technology as Facebook's recently announced Portal Video, which is a chat device for the home. I haven't even seen that. Are they trying to get into the Amazon sort of Echo Show game, whatever?
Are we surprised? surprised.
Yeah, everybody's doing that. Google Assistant has been advertising all over my baseball playoffs, I'll tell you that. They are really trying to own that space. And we saw them. They were at CES. They tricked out everything.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, so Google Assistant is trying to make a big move into these these smart speakers, and now you've got these super smart speakers that have video involved, and maybe that's what this is going to be. Facebook is getting involved, man.
If I work at Facebook, you're like, hey, we need some new ideas. Just look at what's popular. Like, why don't we do that and crush them at that? Because I know a lot of people now are really obsessed with like the Facebook Marketplace, to the point where I was hearing someone was talking at a party and they were just like, yeah, I don't even use Craigslist or any of these other ones anymore. I just go through Facebook and buy things because it's a lot easier.
Oh, I didn't even
feel
think
safer with it.
Really?
And I'm able to get great deals.
Okay, I haven't even tried Facebook Marketplace. They're saying that this AI thing is going to automatically detect and follow people as they move throughout the frame during a video call. So it follows you around and knows who's around. I guess this is the future.
Much, man.
It's the future. This is supposed to happen the spring of next year, Steve. We're supposed to see this.
Hey, look, you got a foosball air hockey table for free.
Is that
really
that Marketplace?
Yeah.
Okay, Facebook is everywhere, man.
I was like, really?
I mean, I don't need it, but I mean, if it's free.
It's free, dude. Check it out right there.
Ooh.
It's in Puyallup, so there. It's not a far trip for you, Rev.
Okay.
And you can get a dog kennel for $75.
I don't need a dog kennel.
Okay.
You never know.
So Facebook's going old school and new school. They'll get you one way or the other, Steve.
Yes.
They won't get you with Portal, and they won't get you with Ripley, but they'll get you with the Marketplace. All right. Yesterday, Steve, he did get this one right.
In the 12 days of Christmas, what type of tree did the partridge sit upon?
Gingerbread.
No.
Pear.
Yes.
Pear tree.
Wow. Yeah. Well, you know what? Not bad. I was surprised it took you that long. But
you guys are such snobs.
Yeah.
Quit Christmas song shaming me.
Yeah. You want a shot at beating Steve? You got it. 206-421-ROCK. We're playing Beat Migs at 8:47 on The Rock.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. He's here right now and has agreed to answer more of your questions about bankruptcy. Here's another question from a listener. I'm getting my wages garnished. Can bankruptcy help with that?
Absolutely. One of the big reasons people file bankruptcy is because they have a judgment or a lawsuit against them, or their wages are getting garnished, and so they can't pay their other regular ongoing bills. People sometimes think that you can't file bankruptcy once they have a judgment against them or once a garnishment has started, and that's not true. Filing bankruptcy will immediately stop any garnishment that you have going, except for child support, and stop your creditors from continuing on with garnishments of your bank accounts, your wages, and in most cases will discharge that liability through the bankruptcy process. And we can file a bankruptcy case for you usually the day you come in.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com. Thanks for listening.
Innovation, resilience, agility. It's how Michigan businesses continue to work together to make a difference now and shape the future. Join us and make your mark where it matters. Visit michiganbusiness.org/radio.